Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What's up guys, Dota Academy here, and today we're going to be talking about how to bully your opponents even when you've already bullied them out the lane, how to continuously ruin the game for them in terms of them getting golden experience. So I'm joined by Ariel again, and
Yo.
Ariel, do you want to be just explaining how you're able to bully an offlaner who's by themselves out of the lane and even out of getting any gold or XP?
Yeah, so once you've zoned them out of the offlane effectively, they realise they can't stay in their lane because it's too dangerous for them. They're likely to get killed, so they go into the jungle thinking they're okay over there, but you can really often just follow them into the jungle and contest their farm there. You can do maybe a support duo following them and you can get kills continuously on them, or even just sapping their XP slows them down a lot and impedes their progression really heavily.
So what kind of supports do you think are good for using this kind of strategy? Say for example you've got a hard carry that is so like purely reliant on getting lots of farm early game, so we've got like an anti-mage farming a safe lane. What kind of supports do you think are best suited in order to bully an offlaner out of the lane?
A lot of the sort of squishier, really hard supports are pretty good for that. The ranged heroes often, you obviously got an advantage for zoning them out, but Ogre is an exception to that rule because he's obviously extremely high. You can't trade with an Ogre early game. He's going to beat you down. And yeah, so Ogre Magi is a good example. Rubik, strong supports this meta really. Dazzle, Crystal Maiden if you get a few levels even. Witch Doctor, these kind of supports. So a lot of things can work really.
Right. So at what point do you then, like, what do you do after? Let's say you were against the solo offlane, you've got the dual supports trying to harass the offlaner, zone them out. You follow them into, let's say, the Radiant Secret Shop jungle area. So you follow them there, you've got a few kills. What point do you then stop and kind of just, progress with the game?
Well, you want to use that like difference in farm to get even more advantage. So like, say they've got a Slardar and you've really hurt his farm in the lane. You've just slowed him down to like almost a halt. He's got like brown boots and a raindrop or something like that, kind of ridiculously low level farm. And because of his blink dagger is so delayed, you know that their fights, as like their 5-man fights, are going to be significantly weaker, so you can maybe use that to your advantage. You could even just continue pushing down the lane and get even the tier 2 tower, which if the enemy want to defend that, they're going to have to commit more resources to defend that, while you can usually you'll have such a strong presence there just because of the advantage you've set up early on.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a hard time dealing with you. They might even need the enemy mid to like help out, and that's just gonna slow him down, put him at risk of dying. So really, it's just you snowball from like small advantage and just grows larger and larger until it becomes quite serious, and you start getting objectives out of it.
Yeah, and this is the key difference between like your average players and your professional players, because if you think an average let's say dual support in the safe lane, their job, like be like their role would kind of have to be zone out the offlaner so that he doesn't show up in the wave, or maybe just pull the wave so that it goes closer to the tower so the carry can farm it. But then you've got the pros who, a lot of the time what they'll do is they won't settle for the offlaner leaving the lane to go to the jungle. They'll actually follow them into the jungle and they'll be trying to take the XP as well as the last hits in the jungle. And this benefits your team a lot because you've got your supports being able to get last hits and kills and the experience, but you've also got your hard carry taking the free experience from the creep waves and being able to last hit every creep with no no, like without being contested, and I think that if more people started to utilize this, because in this meta, more often than not, you will have a roaming hero which leaves there to be a solo offlane hero, and you know, if this is the case, then you're definitely able to utilize this and abuse it to your advantage for the team.
Yeah.
And any more comments on that?
It's often a good idea to, if you want to contest the enemy in their jungle, to go in making sure you at least have a windlace or boost of speed preferably, because that move speed is often really important. Just moving through their jungle and making sure you don't get caught out, because there will be likely other people trying to help out, you know, their offlaner, trying to get you out of the jungle so they can farm in peace. But you just have to be careful. It depends how hard you win the lane. If you crush it like ridiculously, then you'll be able to get more done. You have more money, more gold, so you have more items. It's just snowballs from a small advantage like that.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how you're able to bully out the offlaner out of the lane and being able to completely ruin the early game by taking their golden experience. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to leave a like, rating and subscribe on behalf of Ariel and myself. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.